Storm Chaser Nick is saying he never got an alert. Well, there has been a 7.1 earthquake off of Davao in the Philippines. It was 65.6 kilometers deep, which is kind of deep. So that is way better than like 10 kilometers. So hopefully there was no infrastructure damage or people hurt, harmed, or killed. But 2021 is dangerous, man. And oh, buddy, now that we've got the top heavy science out of the way, I want to remind you, this is THORnews. I'm your Planetary Defense Commander, and technically my job is just to bring you guys information however I want to, in whatever fashion, about whatever. And so with most of the major heavy planets on the same side of the sun, there is a bit of orbital planetary angular momentum displacement. And so we've been on the lookout for increasing earthquakes and volcanoes in, since 2017, escalating up until like 2022, 2024. That is my guess. So you have Pluto here, Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter. No, they're all on this side, and like nothing's over on this empty side. And they're all spinning around the sun. And everybody's always arguing about shit all the time. And sometimes I just like to ask questions like, if astrology is fake, then why is Chris Hemsworth a Leo? Let me repeat that joke because I messed it up. If astrology is fake, why is Chris Hemsworth a Leo? A lion. Anywho, yeah, I know there are people out there who literally hate any celebrity out there who's ever wrote a song or been in a decent movie. But that ain't me, man. Chris Hemsworth seems very cool. I'm glad he's playing Thor. And I want him to have a very happy birthday. And thanks for all the laughs, buddy. Asteroid Fight Club. All right, what was I talking about? Defense and staying cool. So far, it looks like the Atmospheric Defense Team / Prayer Warriors / Asteroid Fight Club are doing a fantastic job with Fred. Fred is currently a tropical storm. I think sustained wind speeds at around 40 miles an hour. And he is now about to be traveling over Hispaniola. Hispaniola in the Greater Antilles has some mountainous terrain. And so, as Zach Covey says, Fred is about to have a rough 24 hours. Those mountains are sure to disrupt. The core of whatever comes on the other side will be impacted by sheer and dry air. Dry air has been kicking the crap out of Fred and preventing Fred from throwing a major hurricane temper tantrum. And, ruining lives and destroying property. And so, he's now going to travel over the peak. And so, he's going to have a rough time. So, that is good news. But we are tracking a bunch of waves. You have Fred here. You got the G here. This will eventually be your G probably. And then you got one rolling off of Africa. And then you just have days upon days upon days of severe weather coming to the Great Plains. Shout out to all the cool people in the north. You got tornadoes and hail and straight line winds and rain. Boom. Targeting right over the Great Lakes, making it look like a reptilian eye. Go ahead and come up with your own conspiracy theories if you want. That's what seems to be the popular thing people have to do these days. And then on Thursday, tomorrow, the action moves to the east. Down through here and up there. And, this area of danger will probably change as the atmosphere is always changing. And I told everybody, look, August is like the worst month of the whole pandemic year. It's when everybody just kind of freaks out. For whatever reason, everybody, no matter what they believe, everybody has a little bit of extra freak out in them. Everybody's a little less cool and everybody acts out. I know that my hackers, who I'm pretty sure are connected to the guys who've been trying to sell you a mini ice age for 5 or 6 years, they've just been losing their freaking minds for the last 72 hours, which is always an inconvenience to me, but I survived. I'm just saying. I don't know, then people get all like territorial about the weather, like who's the ultimate weather master, weather YouTube channel, or just weather person group. And it's like, man, the world is kind of falling apart. Shouldn't we work together as a team? Hell yes. Whatever, man. I mean, even on the damn virus pandemic, you can't get everybody to agree on even a single thing. Whereas Asteroid Fight Club, I'm just trying to get everyone to agree. A, it's real. And B, you don't want to get it and you don't want to spread it. For the next 10 months, that is just my theory. it's real. You don't want to get it. You don't want to spread it. And I don't want to argue about any of the semantics upon that. Everybody has their own personal responsibility for themselves, their friends, and their town around them. But it's a problem, and it's going to be a problem for the next 10 months, bro. And then hopefully it'll be done. Hey, Alaska, you're about to get wet in the face. This is brought to us by Brett Schneider. So yeah, the big giant battle between, the people who think we're going to a mini ice age, which super skews conservative, and the people who think like a carbon tax is going to help with the heating of the planet, that skews like liberal. They're all totally fighting. I'm trying to always stay in the middle. Like, what if it's kind of a little bit of both, but different, and there's so much shit we don't understand? Yeah, I can definitely understand why the mini ice age salesmen are really grumpy. Though why they're mad at me, I do not know. But I do have to point out, just because I like the truth, that holy shit, heat records have been getting freaking shattered this year in Canada. They had heat kill 800 people in Canada. That was crazy. So that sounds like the exact opposite of a mini ice age, bro. And then having heat records be shattered in Europe like every day for a week or two, that also sounds like, hey, maybe your mini ice age theories aren't really that correct. So yeah, the mini ice age guys have about as much evidence right now as Mike Lindell, the freaking My Pillow guy. All right? Okay. Yeah. I'm not here to argue. I'm just going to state, what I believe is my perspective, which is all any one of us can do. And I'm very grateful that I get to be y'all's Planetary Defense Commander, and I still have a YouTube channel, and I still get to bring you guys information all the time. Andrew Wilfeck. But yeah, we're definitely watching. It is about to be heating up, lighting up. And so, I do a pretty dang good job, and have done a pretty dang good job of keeping you guys alerted on hurricane weather dangers and stuff. And that's just how it's going to stay. I hope. We shall see. But yeah, this could be like a Cat 1 hurricane. You got to watch when it comes over the island. Right now, it looks like the atmospheric defense team and God and prayer warriors are helping. This is the one I've been saying I got a bad feeling about. And then you got one right after it. Well, there's a non-zero chance that the nation's capital will hit 100 degrees tomorrow. That would be the first time since August 15th, 2016. It'll feel like a fire-breathing dragon is hovering over you tomorrow. You'll have your full forecast at 4 a.m. if you want to watch Matthew Capucci on the Fox. And can I say something? Last year, on this August, I was on lockdown. I averaged 1,600 steps a day. And now, a year later, I'm averaging about 4 miles walked a day. So I am feeling better. And I'm still maintaining hope and optimism. I don't think the world is going to end anytime soon. I think the next 3 to 6 months are going to be super challenging, but we've survived everything before here and probably survived that too. So I'm not ever going to be a nihilist, bro. I'm not ever going to see the negative in everything all the time. I'm going to see a conspiracy around every corner and every single story. But, you deal with the hard facts. Like, yeah, it definitely seems like the Dixie Fire, which I think now is the second biggest fire in California history, might even be the first now. It's burned over 500,000 acres. That is still burning. And it has just been burning and burning and burning. And somehow, the burden of everybody fighting all the time about all the dumbest shit, the worst of the burdens get put on the firefighters, the police, the doctors, the nurses. They got to deal with everybody else's shit. So we should be doing what we can to support them during these times. I'm telling you, cryptocurrency really ratcheted up the pandemic profiteering, and that it serves no nation. So it's like serving its own interest. At least nations try to take care of each other. Crypto is very mercenary. It has a very mercenary attitude, and it seems to really profit from keeping the people fighting and arguing even about if the coronavirus is real. And the fact that crypto requires a shit ton of electricity for what? To create a currency out of digital currency out of thin air? It's more like a speculative investment. Temperatures will soar into the 90s and triple digits the next few days. The Pacific Northwest into Canada will suffer another major heat wave. Yep. So yeah, Fred is not setting off a ton of bells and alarms. And I just want to say again, the idea that 215 nations would have been working on some giant conspiracy of a fake virus for a year and 8 months. And that includes all their doctors and all their nurses. Like, dude, Indonesia yesterday had 2,000 people die of the coronavirus. Indonesia only has 270 million people. And so, like in Russia, like it's a problem for every nation on the planet. Hopefully, if it follows the 1918 pandemic, it'll be over in the middle of 2022. So we've really only got like 10 months to make it through, you know? Yeah, check back on my notes last year, and August was my least favorite month of the whole year. Feel like I'm doing a little better, though everybody is super on edge, and like I said, everybody's freaking out in their own way. Blaming other people, getting mad at other people, like, I'm doing what I can. I'm hanging on with both hands. Because, you know, I depend on contributions and donations to survive. My life is like a weird video game. And so, like, during a month where everybody's just kind of fighting and arguing and finding reasons not to like each other, it's been a little rough for me, financially, definitely, for sure. And I'm telling you, the whole Eris and Pluto thing, like, we've been dealing with this Eris energy squared to Pluto for since like 2019, 2020. So, like, our camp counselors for the last 2 years have been Pluto and Eris. And Eris loves it when everybody fights. So the last 2 acts of this weird Eris-Pluto thing are going to be, one peaks on August 27th. So that will be kind of like one of the peak times where people are just fighting and at each other's throats. And then the next one is August 9th. And so hopefully after we make it past those 2 periods, and we have different hurdles to encounter, but I'm just saying, this weird, everybody fighting all the time, discord, strife, people more concerned about wanting other people to fail as opposed to themselves doing good. We'll make it through the worst of it in the next couple months. So hang on and try to stay cool, man. Because I tell you, I'm a Norse Jedi Christian, and the faith of my belief is trying to be a good person, trying to stay cool, love God above all else, and recognize we're all one Earth family. We're all on the same team, whether we like it or not. All right, I don't mean to be this preachy, but the energy is intense today, but in a good way, it seems. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great day. I'm just letting you guys know what is up, and I'll be back at you later. Ooh, but if you would like to contribute, that would be great. But, you know, I've got a couple of days worth of ramen and those 99-cent cans of Chef Boyardee. But I have a 6-pack of beer, I have 2 packs of cigarettes, and 2 energy drinks. So I'm definitely not poor, and I paid half my electricity and I paid rent. So I don't know, I'll be eating ramen noodles for the next couple of days, I guess. Till I get super funny, charming, and awesome again, or everybody gets in a better mood, or who knows what's going to happen. But I know that I love and appreciate you guys, and I want everybody to have a great day, but definitely stay cool, man. All right. God bless everyone.